Hello, guys and girls. Hello, guys and girls. Me, Malin here. Welcome back to the podcast again. This is gonna be exclusively on Spotify because I realized I have not made a Spotify podcast in God knows when. So I'm making a Spotify podcast, which nobody really watches, but I'm making it anyway. So who cares? So today's podcast I'm gonna talk about is I was waiting to make a podcast for a very long time about this, but I was very cautious of what to say about it because I've been focused on YouTube, which is great, and I love YouTube. I've been focused on programming and stuff like that. But it's gonna be a short podcast, probably a 5 minute. I don't know how long it's gonna take. But today I'm gonna talk about is New York City in general and see how I feel about it. Now I could say for yourself, it is Judgment Day. I can tell you for a fact the world is ending. Let me tell you something. If you think I'm a lunatic, there's the X button. You can go to the Matrix, touch the grass, But for me, I can tell you for a fact the world is ending. I'm gonna prove it in this video here. In this podcast, but I think the world is ended. I really do think my heart, my soul is feeling the world is ended. And yeah, the world is ended. I can tell you for a fact. I look at my beard. I'm stressed out. It's just falling apart. I'm gonna tell you why in this video. This will be a long podcast, maybe a short. I don't know how I feel about it, but I think New York City is just dying. I don't know who's running. I don't know who's running New York City. I don't know what the hell's going on in New York City. But New York City, it's not the same. At least 2011, it was not bad, but it was around, I would say 2022, 2023 especially, but around 2020, we're in 2024 already. Oh God, we're in 2024. But I'll say around 2022, that's when it started becoming really bad. Shout out to Louis Rossman. He made a video about how New York City is just corrupted and bad. So go watch this video on YouTube. He explains everything in detail. So yeah. So Matthew, you may wonder, but why? Why are you mad about why do you believe the world is ending? No, let me tell you something. The world is ended because I believe that God is angry. I can't say half the thing I want to say because I'm open minded. I'm independent. I prefer to be open minded, but I'm very cautious to say on YouTube and internet because it's just a mess. But it's gonna be more religion type of stuff. But I know people but Matthew, why the world's ending? Because God's angry. I'll tell you for a fact. Let's be honest, kids. Every civilization that this will be more of a conspiracy video, but every civilization that happened, like let's say, okay, let's go with, well, you have civilization, but you also have dinosaurs, but that's not civilization, more animals. But every every living creature in the world has basically extinct. They became extinct. They've been wiped out. We don't know where. We see, oh, it's a comet. We don't know. We don't know what happened. We don't know. We maybe in a billion, let's say, trillion years ago, maybe there was some different species that we don't even know about. That's how our Earth is like. We don't even know if Earth even was different. We don't even know if it was a different planet. We'll get deep here, but I don't know if I'll put it on YouTube or I don't know, but I may put it on YouTube, but on Spotify. But it's interesting the fact that the world is ending, and I can tell you for a fact it's ending. Now, most people, I know most people in the comment section, we talk so religious, but here's the thing with religion. Now, religion is interesting because it's very complicated topic, because when I was in my crisis, I didn't know my identity crisis, what to believe in. I believe it is a God. I do believe it is a God. But the problem with religion that you see is there's different versions of it. So if you go to every other country, there's different interpretation of it. For instance, 666 in China is lucky, but if you go to America, is unlucky. In Japan, however, if you don't notice, if you don't read your book, in Japan, 444 is unlucky, but in America is lucky. So that's the problem with Japan. Not Japan. No, sorry, I love Japan. That's the problem with what's it called? Religion. My fault. Religion is it's like politics in all sense, because back then, if you look at history back then with religion was, like I said, I love religion. I'm not against it, traditional values, okay. But religion back then was was integrated with the law. So for instance, if you had a belief in science, oh my God, the world is I can't say on YouTube, but let's say the world was is round. If back then when they said, oh, the world is round, they actually punished Goliath, the one that discovered how the Earth is around the sun. They punish him They put him in jail because he proved the world that's totally different. So why I say this, because I think I'm gonna be a long video, but I can make a whole conspiracy theory about how You have Rockefeller, where like with Rockefeller, Rockefeller was not an easy man. He wasn't a good man. He was actually very ruthless. If you don't wonder why this antitrust laws that barely work, but it works sometimes, so it's kind of protection. You know why there's antitrust laws? The reason why is because Rockefeller was literally the only company. Well, Standard Oil back then. Standard Oil, where they controlled basically the majority of the workforce. And guess who created the education system? Rockefeller. So back then, most society was actually independent. They were in business owners. Most of them were probably business owners. And if you're not lucky, then you mostly work on the farm. You were a farmer. Nowadays, what I notice is that everybody just work. Like everybody just get it. Oh, I get it. You got to pay your bills, But back then, society was like all about independence. Even if you look at also right to repair and all that stuff. Back then it was about repairing device. Back then, even devices like I think the light bulb lasts longer. This iPhone right here, this phone doesn't last as like this battery. It's just like people. Oh, the battery's good. No, back then, I could pick up a Game Boy. That battery was still turned on. I could put like a modern Duracell battery. That will still work. That Game Boy will still work. I have games running from that. It's an old Game Boy, by the way. I made a joke, but that Game Boy, it's old. Yes, it's older. It's older technology, but that Game Boy was so. This iPod I'm using. This is it's made for Apple, but this iPod, yes, the camera's not up to date, but it's pretty decent. But this iPod works better than granted the software is old, but if I had newer software, still works. This thing still works. This is old, made in 2015. Works. This iPhone, while it's new and better, the problem with this phone, I love this phone. This is a good phone, but the problem is the battery sucks. Yes, the battery on my iPod Touch still works for some reason. Still works, and I use it all the time. It still works. Granted, the battery life is but it still works. But this is older, and also the fact that it has a home button is way better, and it has a headphone jack. Now, why I'm saying is because it's going to connect all together. But I believe that we're at the end times. The reason why, because nowadays you don't own your stuff, you don't own everything. We're losing stuff. And then people are like, Matt, you make the video about how New York is trying to ban honking. Now, New York is now trying to enforce a law to ban honking, like honking cars. Now you can't honk, and you see why technology. Like I said, technology is not necessarily evil. Technology is not evil. Okay, it's what people put in. And it connects to like a religion, because if you look at religion, you have Adam and Eve. And what's interesting about people is that there's two types of people. Okay, I'm going to keep it straight up. Two types of people. One, you have good people, and you have bad people. I'm a good person. Try to be a good person. But you have good people and bad people. Mom's a good person. I'm a good person. Perfect example. Then you have evil people like Rockefeller, who just wanted to take advantage of the slave force and create a world where you have to be slave in the Matrix, Me, I'm escaping the Matrix because I realized, I gotta say, 2022 was the worst year for me. I woke up from the Matrix because I realized, hey, I knew potential, so I knew what I'm capable of, Now, I'm gonna give you a backstory about my life, okay? My life, I was in foster care, so I can make a whole video how corrupt the foster care system is, because my mom told me a little bit. I got lucky with the foster care, because in foster care, people are like, Matt, we need government to step in. This is why I believe both corporations and also governments, when they kick in, it's bad. For sake of humanity, guys. Like this U.S. Constitution now, literally the U.S. Constitution now is getting broken every single day. I can name every law that the government and like corporation. Well, no, yeah, but they're a private company. Okay, I get it. They're a private company, but man, I don't get it. I don't know why we have to call. Like I said, if you're a private company, I get it. You gotta protect your assets. But man, even back then, even when it was back then, most people were independent, and it was just different. I made a whole video over there about how the internet is just not the same no more. Granted, I was tired, but I made a whole video about that over there. But man, the world is falling apart. The world is angry. You know why? Because God is angry at the world, man. God is angry. I'm telling you right now. I had literally dreams of like me in a leadership position, but I also had dreams of nightmares where like the world just went on fire, like randomly fire. And guess what happened? The next day after that, the smoke situation with New York, and guess what happened? That's exactly what happened. So, but I can make this a short video, but I'm gonna keep going. But the world is people like Matthew. Why do you don't have a job? Are you trying to be broke? See, I tried to get a job. Like, I'm gonna tell you from my experience. I tried everything to get a job. Even my mom was like, "Okay, you're being lazy." No, I'm not being lazy. Ladies and gentlemen. I tried to even get a job at Best Buy. Okay, if you look at my resume, I'm probably overqualified for any job. Okay, I'm probably overqualified. Okay, now why I'm saying this because let me tell you something. I discovered the secret. The secret. I'm gonna release some classified. If you want to, I'm probably gonna write books and classified documents on what the world doesn't teach you. I can't put it on YouTube because YouTube they don't want to release classified documents. But I'm gonna release a book one day about the secret of like life path numbers and all that stuff. Now I made a conspiracy video. I made a video how life path numbers is a very important number. I'm telling you something. Now, why I'm saying my life path number is 8 is I'm gonna reveal some secrets for you. I'm gonna be real. Now that number is 8. The CEO of Google right now, or whatever company, has the same life path as me. Life path number 8. So why I say this? Because number 8 represents a prosperous future. Okay. Now why I'm saying this? Because they don't realize how powerful these numbers are. Numbers are very powerful, and I've been like after 2002 with the trauma situation, I've been seeing like a lot of angel numbers all the time, like a lot of angel numbers all the time, and like just different stuff. And when I'm glad I woke up and I got close to God. I'm glad I woke up. I don't do tarot card readings anymore because I didn't want to do anything satanic. Supposed to, to this day I get targeted. Like when I'm walking to Manhattan or like everywhere I go, I see like these tarot card readings, which I think is the devil trying to attack me. But who cares? Maybe it's religion. Maybe it's me panicking. But I don't do tarot card readings for no more. I tried doing tarot card readings. I didn't like it because I had a bad experience because I got the fact that you have to pay a lot of money to do tarot card readings. It's just dumb. Like to know your future, it's just pretty stupid. I think that's satanic because why would you make something that's religion, not religion, but something fake religion to. It's basically New Age. I don't do New Age stuff no more. I used to have crystals. I don't do that personally. I know people love crystals. Like I don't. I'm not gonna say if you do it, fine, but I don't do it personally. Not because I just don't like it. No, it's just I try to avoid something that I'm believing. I don't do satanic being. I think it's satanic. The only thing I might do is angel numbers, which honestly that could be satanic. I don't know, but I try to be very careful with satanic because I was raised by a religious household and that's complicated. But the point is that the point of this video is that like the world is ending. I can tell you for a fact the world is ending. You gotta get right with God or something like that because even when I do like the corn videos, or not the corn videos, when I do some weird stuff for myself, I can't say it. It bothers me that I hurt him. I don't want to hurt God. I want to make God angry. You know, personally, I'm scared of God. I can say for myself. I hope God notices that I'm not trying to do anything bad. I'm not trying to do anything satanic. But personally, I am scared of God. God is scary, man. I don't. People are like, oh, I want to mess with God. No. I saw him firsthand. I saw his spirit firsthand. I remember the first time I just like, I could, for me, I could feel energy, okay? I could feel energy. I remember when I went to the Google meeting, there was this woman, I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm gonna give you 2 examples of energy. The first woman, beautiful black woman, pretty good. And, I felt her energy. I felt her energy in the room, pretty positive, good. The second woman, totally different, I'm not gonna say her name. Felt her energy, pretty decent, but not. And then the third was I just felt the energy. I could just, I don't know. I know it's gonna sound like a very complicated, sound like a lunatic, but I could feel energy. Even with like my family member. Remember, I literally predicted that one of my family members was very toxic, and I stay away from it. It was just some spirit. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I know it was some spiritual stuff. I'm not gonna say her name, but I'll say her name is Danielle. Danielle, for instance, was very toxic, and my brother didn't know. My brother didn't know because he doesn't believe in spiritual stuff or energy. But I just felt in my heart. I felt that something's up with that woman, man. I knew something was up. And guess what? I predicted it before even my mom knew about it. So something was off about it. So I got stories, man. But another story I got to tell you. But I remember when I scammed $200,000. I felt the energy. I literally had my body, my soul was like just felt like tortured by this energy vampire of this guy. Basically this guy of like who scared me. It was so bad that I couldn't handle it. My heart. I had to take anxiety medicine. That's how bad his energy was. I still thought about. He was dangerous, man. It was scary, man. It was the scammer. I don't know his name. I don't know what the hell was. I thought he was just pretending to be nice and then like scam, and it was just bad. And why do you have PTSD? I don't have PTSD. I'm just traumatized with spiritual stuff though. But it affected my decision, man. So. But and that's when Jessica came in. I made up the meme Jessica meme because Chase, whatever. But yeah, I can tell you right now we're in spiritual warfare. I can tell you right now God's angry, and he's go if you watch this video back then and become a millionaire or a wealthy guy in the future, you know, because I see something all the time, I see all the time. If I become wealthy and protected by God, you know you watch this video, you know you watch this video because God is real. I'm telling you, God is real. I don't care what anyone says. If you know, I can't say half the things I want to say in this video because, you know, private corporation, but there's a lot of things I could say that I can't because I'm in a contract, you know, but with Google, but it's just that, like, God is real. I'm telling you, God is real. God is real. I can tell you for a fact he's real. I saw him firsthand. I saw both. I saw gods. I saw angels. I saw negative spirits. I saw positive spirits. My mom's probably the most positive spirits, but also sometimes, you know, she can be negative, but mostly positive spirits. She's the most positive person I've ever met. I saw positive spirits. I saw negative spirits. Even some of my family members are pretty positive. Like, she's pretty positive. I'm not gonna say her name, but she's positive on my channel. Shout out to her. She's pretty cool, and she's awesome, man. She's awesome. She's got some channel. She's awesome. But I saw negative spirits. I saw positive spirits. I saw a lot of things. I saw a lot of things that even if I explained to my mom, I'd probably be in a hospital because of it. That's how bad is it. It's the world is ending. So what's my takes on the I know this is a long video, but what's my take on the derailment of New York City Transit? I could say first off, God is angry. God is angry. God is angry right now. God is going to shape the world. I think God is really angry. Because I never seen that much disasters in New York City in my entire years of living here. I live in New York City a very long time. I'm back in 2012. I could be wrong. Maybe there was a disaster, but I never seen any disaster, especially the 1 and 2 train. Those are most important stops. That's like the wealthiest. 96th Street. That's a wealthy stop. That's not normal. That's not normal. I mean, we haven't had. I mean, I don't know. MTA had a lot of derailments, but this is bad. Okay, the 1 and 2 train. That was the pioneer of IRT, interrupted rapid transit. You know, that was when when Manhattan was still born. The fact that they derailed at 96th Street, 96th Street, you have 9 and 6. It's bad. It's bad. So, what's my take on the derailment MTA? I think society's gonna end. I really do think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the society's gonna be better. Maybe we're gonna be in flying cars everything, and maybe we're gonna get flying cars and we're gonna have the best internet, 5G, all that stuff with awesome stuff. But I think the word I could say for itself is Judgment Day. It is Judgment Day. I never seen a lot of things. I've never seen a lot of things that happen in this world. I never seen this stuff. I never seen between hurricanes in New York City, between floods, between like fire, like smoke, between like New York City just trains falling apart. Politicians getting out of power, hacks, like cybersecurity hacks, people getting pregnant. I never seen the world so bad at this point. So my takes, if you're a chosen one, like me, if you're chosen like me, be very careful who you talk to people. I think your best advice is talk to God, get closer to God, and pray to God that you go to heaven. I did some terrible stuff. I hope to I go to heaven because I don't want to do anything bad, satanic to God, to be in hell. I don't want to go to hell. I want to go to heaven. So this made me kind of religious because I realized that God is angry. I could be wrong. Maybe he's just the Matrix. I don't know, but this is a little thought to think of. But majority of the story is that God is angry and he's gonna shape the world and he's gonna save it. The chosen one's gonna save the world. Now, obviously, how do I feel about would Chase actually be knocked down? I don't know, but that's my take of the video. If you look at my life, I don't know why, but my life has been I've been protected all my life. I don't know, God, if you're real, or I know you're real. I know you're real, God. I love you, God, and thank you for protecting me all my life, man. Thank you for protecting me. I'm also scared of you too. I don't want to do anything bad to bother you, but I try to do good. I'm not evil. I'm not trying to do anything evil. I just like the reason why sadness, depressing, and I love you, God, man. I don't know what the hell maybe I'm off my medicine. I don't know, but God, I love you. Protecting me. Thank you for protecting me, God. I'm sorry for bothering you or if I did anything bad. I'm just so sorry. I don't want to go to hell or anything. I'll cut my hand if I wanted to. Just kidding. That was a joke, but that was a joke. Okay, don't say it. But I just get right with God. Just do if you're in a job when they work 9 to 5, start a business or something. Start a business, because even the workplace is satanic evil. So start a business or something like that. Be independent. Just, if you can, go to a different, create an island or something like that. Escape the Matrix, because let me tell you something. The Matrix is going to come after you, and it's going to be really bad. Gotta be very careful, guys and girls. So I think it's gonna do this for y'all. This is a conspiracy theory, but I love you guys. Stay safe. This is the Malian Mario podcast. I'm out.